The next presenter is Mr. Mario Baggio, of Alchemco, and Kyle Bartfay. A little background on Mario. Mario is the Chief Executive Officer of Alchemco, a global industry-leading manufacturer of concrete and masonry waterproofing systems.
Hello, good afternoon. First of all, thank you very much. It's great to see everybody in person. Before we talk about the ITD, I just would like to talk a couple of things about innovation. So usually when we talk about innovation, there are two main types of innovation. Either the incremental innovation, so when a manufacturer, there's a couple of changes from one product to the other. So an easy example when you think about that is the new iPhone is a little bit different than the iPhone that was just launched a year ago. And we also have the disruptive innovation. And disruptive innovation is exactly when we had landlines and now we have an iPhone. So this is exactly what we're going to be talking a little bit about today. It's important to understand that we have, I would say, about 15 minutes, Kyle and myself. So the idea is to give a 30,000 foot view of the Innovative Technology Demonstration Work Group, and we're going to talk about the products that are part of this work group. So first of all, the ITD, the Innovative Technology Demonstration, we have about 20 members, and we have about 7 innovative programs underway. So there are 6 different partners, one of them being the manufacturers, so the industry, so the manufacturers of the innovative products that at some point we want to bring these products to the market. We also have the consultants, and the consultants, they play a very important role here because mainly they are a third-party consultant, and they are the one writing the reports. And the reason why this is important is because if the reports are written by the manufacturers, we're going to cherry-pick the best projects, and we're only going to talk about the good stuff. So having a third-party consultant is important exactly to give the credibility that's so important to this program. We also have the DOTs, so the owners. So every single structure, the way it works is that the DOT, they buy the material, they do the land closure, they supply us with the manpower to do the installation or application of the products, and also they are available to do the tests that depending on the program, it's every year or 3 years or 5 years, but that's on their role. We also have the TSP2, and the TSP2 is important. Our program is under the TSP2. And we also have the academia. That's important because if we have we might have a consultant that's part of that. And also if there are some suggestions to our program, there's exactly where they fit. I'm going to have Kyle talk about a few of the technologies that are present on the ITD.
Again, my name's Kyle. I'm the VP of Sales for Phoscrete, and as you mentioned, I'm going to kind of give a high-level view of the current products that are in here. If any of you are interested in potentially doing one of these applications, we can add it to our repertoire and get more and more credibility and data, please reach out to me. And if you're interested in learning more specific about these products, I believe most of the products I'll be talking about here have a booth here, and I think one product doesn't. But if you have any questions, come find me or Mario. So I'm going to start with MPC. Phoscrete's learned a lot about the ITD demonstration. I've improved both our product and installation process over the time. MPC is a magnesium phosphate cement concrete repair material. It can be blended with fibers and admixtures that speed or slow the set time. MPC concretes are cementitious materials uniquely well suited for expansion joint header installations. High early bond strengths, tensile strength, and natural corrosion resistance make it an excellent choice for concrete repairs. And this is kind of the overview of how quick it gets ready, how easy it's good to mix in place, and then the mechanical bond to both concrete and itself and as well as steel. The ITD started back in 2014. Phoscrete was actually the pilot program. The technology we used back then was MALP, which is magnesium aluminum liquid phosphate. What was unique to this is that the material has a liquid activator, has a negative 20-degree freezing point. So again, this was done back in December of 2014. We had some re-inspections about 4.5 years later in 2018, and we continue to monitor this. And again, this repair was performed in 30-degree temperatures with using fast set admix, so still traffic ready in an hour or less. This is another application that we did. This is on the Pack Settle Bridge in Oklahoma. We used 47 pails of our Phoscrete VO, which was installed with no sandblasting. The unique aspect here is that typically you do have to sandblast the rebar and treat it. Here, there's no sandblasting. It was installed by the Oklahoma DOT Bridge Maintenance Crew, and we continue to monitor it to this day. This was performed in 2017 in March, and they had a reinspection about 2.5 years later in July of 2019. There were some hairline cracking. It was recently absorbed, but the material was bonded, and there's no evidence of corrosion. So you can see it's pretty corroded, and we were able to reverse that on contact of the rebar without sandblasting. The other part of Phoscrete's ITD program is called the done-in-one, which means you can pour the header with MPC, then as soon as 30 minutes after the final pour, you can remove the foam board, prep and place the joint seal, whether it be a pourable silicone seal, used with Baccarat, or using an epoxy or self-leveling foam like M-Seal or any of those other compressed foams. This is the 30-day inspection, and this was done in one of the busiest parts in Broward County, where I'm from, where it gets quite a bit of traffic, and it's been handling it pretty well. One of the cool things that came out of the ITD program, especially with Phoscrete, is the sharing of knowledge. So when the Pore Shield presented its durability capability using the soy methyl ester, or SMEPS, Phoscrete was searching for ways to better protect our installations from aggressive salts and the freeze thaw. We tested Pore Shield as an admixture to Phoscrete, which we were surprised to learn that by adding the soybean oil component did not impact any bond or compressive strength. It didn't mess up any of our ASTM tests, but it significantly helped our freeze thaw and salt scaling durability, and it reduced our already low dry shrinkage. Here are the results. You probably can't see it, but the main thing that we want to get for it is that we got a 0 material loss at 50 cycles and a visual rating of 0 for no scaling. We asked the lab to run 100 cycles, and we got the same perfect scores. We signed a licensing agreement with the Indiana Soy Alliance and to market Pore Shield under the brand name Phoscrete Endure. As an admixture, not only does it provide these long-term benefits, but it also we found that it makes the mixing and placing the material that much easier as well. Brings me to the SMEPS. This is a product that we got on the ITD program about 2 years ago. It's a soy methyl ester polystyrene, soybean oil-based treatment that fills a concrete pore structure and protects at least 10 years. This product can be used as an admixture with Phoscrete or as a standalone product that you can be spray applied or painted on. This particular bridge shows 23,000 square feet, and it was treated in 50 minutes. As you can see here, you guys can mostly see it, the fluorescent dye shows the penetration of Pore Shield and how it fills the pore network to prevent future fluid ion absorption. So all that fluorescent light is the Pore Shield getting absorbed in the pores of the concrete, making them hydrophobic. This is high resolution photos that show the damage of 70 cycles of freeze thaw combined with a high concentration of calcium chloride. The samples on the right were first treated with Pore Shield and show no damage below the surface. And if you look to the left, you can see the cracking in the pore network there. So on the right was treated with Pore Shield and the left was not. Pore Shield has been demonstrated in real-world trials to protect PCCP joints for over 10 years with a single application. Again, the one on the left is treated with Pore Shield, the one on the far right is not treated with Pore Shield, and it's a super easy method to apply it. You just go about 6 inches on either side of it with a spray applied roller, and you just go across. And again, the studies show that protecting the joints is a cost-effective way to protect the entire pavement. Beyond pavement joints and bridge decks, salt storage buildings have been identified as an aggressive environment for concrete when Pore Shield offers significant extension of service life for the minimal cost. And for a gallon of Pore Shield, you get about 200 square feet of coverage, and it's a pretty low-cost, easy way to add life to your pavements. Again, some more applications, some sidewalks, control joints, industrial floors. And then now we have Jet Filter. Jet Filter does have a booth here, so again, if you want to learn more about it, feel free to stop by their booth. Jet Filter system has an innovative solution to keep wheat poles from clogging. I believe, so please feel free to visit their booth, and you can ask some more technical questions, and they have some samples here that you can touch and play with. Traditional behind-the-wall drainage systems fail over time due to geotextile, clogging, which increase the hydrostatic pressure, or tearing that will allow backfill soil leaching. Drainage failure result in deterioration of earth-retaining structures and repair costs that can be prohibitive. This is a picture of the design of it. It's innovative, it's simple to install, and it's cost-effective to maintain. Transportation applications include retaining walls, bridge abutments, wing walls, box culverts, and MSE walls. Conical protective housing to hold a removable cleanable filter cartridge to allow quick drainage while controlling soil loss. There's 230,000 units installed around the world and in 48 states. For their ITD project, Jet Filter System partnered with Michigan DOT as an owner and LS Engineering as the independent consultant, monitoring and data logging for a final 1-year report. This is the location of it. This is pretty cool here. Here are the photos of wet walls and wet sealing from water leakage through the cracks and seams, allowing leaching of backfill and soil. So you can see the water's going through. And in this next slide, after the installation, the water table in the backfill is lowered to the level of the installed jet filter. This reduced leaching and resulted in drying of the walls and the ceiling. So again, all the water was forced to the bottom, and there's all the stuff above that installed filter is dry. Within a week, samples were taken from several weep holes. The results were extremely clear and showed soil fines that were being filtered out. So all this water is clear, so the soil is still behind the walls. The last one I think I will be talking about is a pure zinc primer innovation by Galvatech 2000. This is for active cathodic protection, to repair either hot dip galvanized, or it can even use as, instead of. It's a one-component application, provides an active cathodic protection to steel structures with its extra fine, pure atomized zinc, resulting in a greater zinc density and performing anode, which has similar protection to that of hot dip galvanized, as I mentioned, without the need to ship it to the hot dip galvanizing plants. It can be used comparable to hot dip, and it can be used as a replacement or to repair it, like I mentioned. This is them applying to towers. There's more than 5,000 towers protected in North America since 2011. Perfectly adapted to transmission and telecommunication towers, and then more than 200 transmission towers each year with the National Grid in New York, and an extended lifetime of the maintenance programs. You can paint over the old zinc layers to recharge the cathodic protection and galvanize steel in one coat. Many galvanized bridges and related infrastructures require coating, after a couple of years, so this is a great solution to prolong the life of that. It merges with old zinc layers to recharge the cathodic protection of the galvanized steel all in one coat. It's perfectly adapted for maintenance projects. Here it is, used as a sealer and top coat on metallized steels. It also penetrates the surface irregularities without leaving air voids. It merges with metallized layer to increase the massive zinc and prolongs its service life.
TruTech Bridge, they have an innovative product. It's a clear form for concrete placement. And different from the traditional systems, this system you're able to see underneath. So it brings more safety for the contractors installing. It's easier for the maintenance team to verify the condition of the deck. So and it's faster to use as well. It's a very innovative technology, and here, as we can see, these are the traditional ways of doing forms, and the last picture is the tech bridge. So it's a very interesting solution. And now they are testing always also on vertical applications in some roads. So they're testing new ways of using their technology. We also have here the Salen epoxy coating. They're also here on the show. So if you guys want to go there and learn a little bit more about them. They have this technology that's very interesting. The first step is the shot blasting of the area. Then after that, they spray the Salen on the structure, on the concrete. The following step is the application of the epoxy healer sealer to fill all the existing cracks in the concrete. After that's done, they broadcast the aggregate for the skid resistance, and the project is done. So this is a different way of doing that, and brings a lot of value and durability to the concrete structure. And we have the integrated gel waterproofing system that's from Alchemco. And this is a long-lasting waterproofing product with a few unique abilities. One of them is the reapplication period of 25 years. So often when we talk with DOTs, they are concerned about the lane closure. So it's a very fast product to apply. You can close a lane for just a few hours and do the application, and you don't have to go back to this bridge for over 20 years, or 25 years. So it's a very simple and easy application. This is a video of the soft coat application, where they are using a spray bar, and the application can be up to 40,000 square feet per hour. And what's unique about this product is that it creates a gel, flexible gel inside the structure, and this gel is capable of sealing cracks up to 2 millimeters. So basically, if you have a crack in the concrete that you can put your car key inside, this material would be able to waterproof that crack, and water would no longer penetrate. So this is a picture from the Minnesota DOT when they were doing the ITD program. So, and here you have the chemical reaction of what happens inside the concrete when this product is applied. So it's a quick 30-second video showing the reaction. So after this product penetrates in the concrete, it penetrates about 3/4 of an inch, and it's a clear liquid. And this product is going to form a white gel. You're going to see that immediately when one product is in contact with the other, it's going to form this white gel. And this white gel is exactly what's going to be waterproofing and protecting the structure from water, corrosion, freeze-thaw, and a lot of different situations. So to finalize, many of the ITD manufacturers are here on the show. If you have the opportunity to spend a little time with Kyle or myself or any of the other vendors, it would be great to explain a little bit more about the ITD program. And I'm pretty sure if you give us the opportunity to show how these technologies can help your DOT to improve what you guys are currently doing, I'm pretty sure it's going to be great for everybody. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
The preceding was produced by the National Center for Pavement Preservation. More information can be found on the web at pavementpreservation.org. Additional support provided by Michigan State University.